All right. G'day, legends. TJC Sports here. Welcome back to another legendary NRL live stream reaction here. A very special live stream reaction for multiple reasons, not just for the channel, but also in the game itself here. Obviously, being DCE's last game in what has been a 15-year career stint at the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles. The Warriors still fighting up there. I think it's for top four. So plenty to fight for both these clubs. We should be in for an absolute ripper. And then after this, we get even better news because we get to watch the NRL's oldest and greatest rivalry, besides Paradox, where the Rabbitohs take on the Roosters. Cannot wait for that one either. Gonna be legendary, folks. And as for the channel, this is big because this is the first time ever since we took a bit of a break and I was dealing with the loss of a family member, that we are doing 2 streams in one day. So plenty to get excited about. Make sure you hit that like button, legends. Share it around. Anybody that manages to jump in that's brand new, maybe consider subscribing. And let's just enjoy the ride together, legends. Obviously, as a Para fan, this game holds not much effect on me, but that just means that we can get excited about it from both sides of the field, and I'll do my best to not be too biased. Even if I don't like Manly that much, Cherry's brought a lot of good Queensland memories for me. And that might just be enough for it here tonight. Jason Reader jumps into the chat saying, "Evening, legends, Manly 1 to 12. We're dropping that into our predictions tally poll there. Manly 1 to 12. Can anybody else drop theirs? Liam Pritchard now. Warriors by 4. First try scorer, Roger Tuivasa Sheck. RTS, the big boy, Rocket Roger. Obviously linked with a move across codes, folks, with the brand new R360 being launched over there. Whether that ends up happening, we'll see, but still very likely there. This could be RTS's last season for the Wars. Obviously not his last game, though, as they are, confirmed for finals, legends. They are confirmed for finals. Don't worry about that. Speaking of last games, Liam here, Dylan Brown last game. There's a lot of players playing their last game. I'm probably going to get a bit emotional there. Watch out on the tellies, legends, because your boy TJC is going to be there clapping them out on the field as they run out. So keep an eye out for you by TJC on the screens when Sunday hits around here. Watching the Roosters girls versus Canberra girls. Funnily enough, I accidentally, this stream was kind of cut off for like a minute or two before I could start it because I did accidentally start up the girls game. Nothing against the girls game, love the girls game, but that's obviously not the game we're here to stream, so a bit of a technical issue there, but we got it done. We're here, we're rocking and rolling. Not too long till kickoff, about 6 minutes, but we're going to say slightly less because it's not exactly 5:54 p.m. You know what I mean, legends? But it's also, I don't know the exact seconds of it all. Whoosh, it is what it is. In terms of lineups for this game here tonight, lining up at fullback is Tommy Trebojevic with Jason Saab and Lehe Hopewadi on the wings. Tommy Talau and Clayton Fulolo are your centres, with Luke Brooks and the man himself, the man of the hour, Cherry Evans at halfback there, captaining the side for the last time. Matthew Lodge and Siosua Takiyaho are the props, with Jake Simkin at hooker here. Corey Waddell and Benny Turbo there, Burbo at second row. Jazz Tavanga is their lock, with Joey Walsh there as number 14. Did absolutely brilliant this year in the New South Wales Cup there for the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles, as Anthony Seibold said. DCE describing him as having a bit of mongrel in him. Let's see how he does tonight. Caleb Navale, Ethan Bullimore, and Aaron Shook wrap up the rest of our interchange. As for 18th man, it is Simeone there, with obviously the coach Anthony Seibold, as we mentioned before. As for the New Zealand Warriors, we have CNK there at fullback, with DWZ and RTS on the wings. Don't worry, legends, not every single Warriors player has 3 letters to describe their full name. Adam Pompey and Rocco Berry there in the centres. Rocco Berry, one of my most underrated centres, with Chanel Harris-Tavita and Tanner Boyd in the halves there. Tanner Boyd, not a bad backup half he is. James Fisher-Harris and Tanner Stowers-Smith are the props, with Samuel Healy at hooker. Kurt Catewell and Murata Niokore are the second rowers. Aaron Clark at lock. Couple former Titans in the WAS team. Hey, that's a bit surprising. Tamari Martin, Eddie Laramia Tuvar, Dimitri Vimorga, and Leka Halasima there. Tane Tuapaki is the 18th man. Andrew Webster coaching the side. Our referee for tonight is Todd Smith in the opener for this one. Hope you're all having a legendary night. Not too long now. 4 minutes to go. Get hyped for it. Hey, Daniel! Welcome to the stream, mate. Morning, Todd. Did I said you had done it recently? I bet from work. Hey, legend. Take your time. As I've always said on this channel, and I will say it to the day that I can no longer do videos, which is hopefully a very, very long time. I do not do this for the profit, mate. I do not do this for the profit. All right, so keep your thing. It's fine, mate. Appreciate ya. Good to have you here. Watching on my dodgy. At least you're watching, mate. At least you're watching, bruv. TJC is a Muppet. You're a Muppet, Andrew. You're a Muppet. We could. You know what? All right. We need it to happen, okay? We need a Muppet Award to be put at the Ken Fournette, all right, when we're there, and Andrew can be awarded it in front of everybody that's there that night. How about it, Andrew, right? You get that award, and then I'll get Most Legendary Award. Rocco Berry that gave Josh Adokar a try assist. We don't talk about... Actually, you know what? We do talk about that, Andrew, but we don't talk about that when we're talking about his quality as a centre overall, mate. All right? Rugby League history, jumping in with the Manly chants there. Awesome to have you back anyway, Tyler. I know you're always busy with stuff, so cherish this stream. I appreciate it, Daniel Bate. Right back at you, mate. We'll do our best together to cherish it, bro, and enjoy it here. Remember, like, sub, share. Let's go, folks. Let's get it pumping and rumping. It's good to see everybody excited in the chat here for this one. Yo, TJC. Yo, NRL edits. Welcome back to the stream, bro. Come on, Manly. Got a lot of Manly celebration here due to DC, I reckon. Let's take a look at the poll right now. Not everybody's voted yet. Make sure you vote, guys, if you haven't yet. 67% going with Manly to win. That makes sense based on the comments for once. Warriors, 33% at the moment. Nobody's backing a draw, but let's face it, you know, why would you back a draw unless you're thinking, Manly, they like draws, don't they? They love them. They love them. It's like their dinner, you know, their favorite type. You know, others will generally just say, normal foods like pizza or something, but they're their favorites are draw, folks. We talk so much about Manly's captain tonight. I almost forgot about the Warriors' captain, James Fisher-Harris, letting them out. A man, a few words, Andrew Webster reckons, but a lot of leadership. Experiencing a glorious run with the Penrith Panthers. What a bit of experience he's probably added to the WAS this year. It will be an honor getting that award in front of the best club. You're right, mate, but then they can realize how much better I am. I swear, Paradise win, Brown try. I will rage quit. We need Brown to try, NRL edits. We do. We need Dillbags to get a try. It's only justice, all right? Here's our big ones for this round, folks. We need DCE to get a try. We need Dillbags to get a try. Who else is playing their final game, folks? We've got to think of players playing their final games for their teams, all right? Because everybody who's like that should be getting one in this one. I'm not okay. Oh, no, you're okay, mate. You're brilliant because I said you are, bro. You're brilliant because I said so. That's how it works, mate. Let's see. Manly Warringah. They'll be all running behind you this year. 137 games at Four Pines Park with 84 wins, 9 field goals, 40 tries, and 144 assists. Can he add a couple more tonight as he says goodbye to what has been almost a lifelong partnership? One of quite possibly Manly's most iconic ever number 7s. And possibly one of the reddest noses I've ever seen. Here we go. First half is underway between Warriors and Manly. And Manly instantly lose the ball, and it's a try for Warriors. James Fisher-Harris scores in under 20 seconds for the Warriors. This is absolutely shocking. Instantly off the kickoff, and DCE is speechless. the Seagulls. And that's got to be a rival for one of the fastest ever NRL tries. Instantly, DCE leaves it to bounce. Then Takiyoho, Sam slips. It goes forward. Before it hits the ground, it's collected by the almighty forward. And not only does he have a 4P, but now he's got a try tonight. James Fisher-Harris, hook, line, and sinker. Hello, sunshine. And just a minute in, we're looking at our first kickoff. Conversion of the night potentially. Are you kidding me? Absolutely ridiculous. He puts the war in Warrior. Nicking one for the side. I am in absolute shock and am running out of words to describe Fisher-Harris. How did that just be allowed to happen? No. And this game's iconic before we've even seen a tackle. Tanner Boyd now. From the side. Pretty much not too far. He's right. He's like kind of side to the left in front. Surely he gets it. Tanner Boyd. Oh, it was a bit of an iffy kick considering he was right in front, but he got it. Breathe a sigh of relief. You're already 6 points up and Manly are kicking to you. Can't believe that one. I'm in shock. I'm in genuine shock, legends. How? Who was going to take the ball? There was no communication between them. That was unbelievable. Yes, it was, Liam. Jason Reeder says WTF. And I'm going to say that which try forward. I'm going to pretend that's what that means. DC can do nothing but Dog Queensland. Dog Queensland, and that one's not even on him necessarily. All right, he left that, but, three players made the error, not just him. RCG needs to score a try. Sadly, won't be in the NRL anymore. RCG for a try. All right, mate. All right. Here we go. I hate this because now Para lost that record. Oh, it's terrible, mate. It's terrible that we've lost the record, but that is actually insane. All right, Warriors here. Aaron Clark running through the line here, gets over to the 30 now. Warriors looking for the pass. They break through again here, but luckily DCE is there to save the day for them. Little tippy toes, Tanner Boyd hits it in the air. Every kick he's made tonight has led to points. What about now? No, Manly managed to get it, and there is no knock on there to be seen. Thank goodness is what I hear being shouted throughout Brookvale Oval. And yes, it'll always be Brookvale Oval, not 4 Pines Park. Back around. Just finding the squeeze through the line here. DCE. Barking orders to his side here on the third tackle now. They go to the right, and it's an early kick on third tackle from DCE. 20, 10, it is gone. Are you serious? That is unbelievable. Daly Cherry Evans, and this has to be one of the most hectic first 4 minutes I have ever seen in rugby league. DCE says you can't see me. And thunders that kick way further than he needed to. And on the 10-meter line, they have a full set. Absolutely brilliant. Paris has me in the feels with the member appreciation week. I know, Andrew. I know it's good to see it. It's good to see a lot of member appreciation for our club. 100%, bro. It's appreciation we haven't gotten in a long time, so good to feel it. Ben Trebojevic to the side, and Manly have a try with the name of Hopewadi. Leo Hopewadi flies on over, 2 tries, 4 minutes. You can't write it. And Cherry Evans' final game at Brookie is looking to be an iconic one right now. And what scares me even more is that right after this iconic game, we head on over to Allianz Stadium for the oldest NRL rivalry. How on earth has 5 minutes not even passed yet? It is 4-6 with a kick to come thanks to Hopewadi. What an insane start. This might be the most insane start I have seen this year. How often do you see that? Spoiler alert, not often. Burbo, Hopawati, future of Manly, try-scoring, equaliser. Words that will never be repeated in a game with DCE again. Salute TJC and chat up the mighty Broncos, all you haters. Enjoy, mate. Enjoy, all right? Okay, that actually reminds me. Congratulations to the Broncos on last night. Obviously, we didn't stream it, but they did best the Storm, scoring a whopping 30 points to 14 and taking out their best halfback that shouldn't have even been played. Congratulations to Mr. Toilet and his team on that. Let's see how they do in finals with his methods. DCE and that kick went 3 separate ways and then it went in. Let's go. It's a goal. It is 6-all. And do these people not understand this is meant to be the warm-up game? They've come to play and they've come to play well. I'm going to run out of words to say. And it's only been 5 minutes. This is utterly ridiculous. The huge shout is there. Go Bronx, get him. Manly, I mean, says NRL fan 25. Hey, both statements can be true, legend. Both statements can be true. You don't need to watch anymore, Andrew. You've got me describing every little thing. And after just 6 minutes, Rocco Berry is off the field, legends. Manly on first tackle. Go to the side here. It's a good pass from Simpkin. Lodge running forward here. Lodge collected neatly there by the Warriors defense. Luke Brooks, they're looking to overlap on the left. It's a side they've targeted this game so far. I know you're going TJC. It's only been a few minutes. How could you possibly know what sides they're targeting? That's how hectic this game has been, legends. That's how hectic. Coach Wise will murder his plays in defense, rightly so. They should. He should, Daniel Bate. He should. Possible injury, Andrew. We'll keep you updated on it, depending. They'll have to let us know on the screen. But once they do, I'll say something. DCE. Oh, that is a ripper. It's a bomb in the air. It bounces off the wires. Forward, DCE. Is that 6 again? It is 6 again. Daly Cherry Evans, take the tackle, bro. No, he's going to Tavanga. Just Tavanga against his former team. Flies around. Had a problem knocking the ball on from my memory in a last shirt. Doesn't have that problem here. He gets it well. And on the ground he goes. Para beat all of the Manly Wars and Broncos. That we did, legend. That we did. Though we cut it a bit too close with Wars and Broncos, even though we got the job done. Para own Wars, Manly and Broncos, says NRL edits. I can't believe not even 10 minutes gone by. A beautiful offload that nobody saw. Takiaho gets it, and he gains some unexpected meters. DCE to the right, that's a knock on. Luke Brooks, Warriors, it's a double knock on. Saab will not score there, despite collecting it. Sorry, mate. No dice here. He was like a kid at a candy shop, but the shop closed right as he was at the door. And terrible news, legends. Rocco Berry confirmed dislocated shoulder. Probably out for the game now. Rough go for him. I genuinely stand by the fact that this might be the most hectic 10 minutes I've ever seen. Back through the middle now. Warriors. Forward, Sam Currow jumps into the chat here and says, 4 out of 6 wins for Para, bro. How good are we looking, man? Mate, we're looking so improved. So improved. It's actually unbelievable, legend, all right? And it makes me really sad that the season's ending because, they're building something, man. I can feel it. Everyone doubted us. Now performances. I know everyone doubted us, man. But you know what? We didn't doubt ourselves. And that's what matters, legend. That you fans back yourselves, all right? Through thick and thin, okay? And that goes for Manly and Warriors fans watching or any fan base, all right? Back your team because you know what? Those better times do come. However deep and dark and hollow the world seems, it'll get brighter eventually. Manly, win a 6 again after getting the ball back out of nowhere. Just Tavanga, I don't think he would have seen that one there. If we win on Sunday, that means we would be only 2 wins out. It's a great finish to the year. Eels production edits. Now Manly to the second here. We're almost fully 10 minutes in now. Second tackle. Simpkin dummies and goes alone. Simpkin scores. Surely he scores. Is that a try? The ref has blown the whistle. The bunker will have the final decision on it. It is 10-6 to the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles for now. Simpkin making all the Manly fans simp for him. That was just out of nowhere, really. He was pretty far from the line too. Watching it, I don't see where he grounded it there. I don't see where he grounded it from that angle. Maybe this angle will give me the more clear one of him bouncing down. I don't know if he gets it personally, but I'm not sure. Rocco Berry, shoulder, dislocated shoulder. He's out of the game. Yep, it's such a shame, man. It's such a shame. Hello, Nelson Cherky. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here, mate. I hope you're having an amazing night, mates. Also, nice player there. Not the best team, but nice player. Leka Alasima is going to have to play 75 minutes at centre. This game is just going crazier and crazy. Lost it forward. I don't think he grounds this one personally. I just don't see the try. Watch it. Or maybe there. Maybe there, but he loses it forward potentially, right? Are they going to go up for this one, or are we going to confirm that? That is a very controversial try, I reckon. Lazy defense by the Warriors around the ruck, and it's costing them DJ Shack, mate. It's costing them hard, actually. All the Manly hooker. He does play, Legend. He's just usually off the bench, I'm pretty sure, Daniel. Fair enough, though. Panthers to finish 6. Yeah, I can see that. 100% I can see that, Nelson. And it seems like they're going to let it be a try. I'm not sure on that one, but we're going to move on from it, folks. All right, this game is everything we're looking at. Everything. And the only way they can move up to second is if they win by like 70. And they're not winning by 70. That's the thing. Well, that is an incredible save by Kate Will if it's no try. No, it'll be a try, but it would have been an incredible save. I don't know how that... I genuinely don't think that's a try, but, you know, that's just my opinion. All right, folks? At the end of the day, one thing that we're always happy to do on this channel is share our thoughts and respect that others have different opinions. But for me, yeah, I say no try. I say no try. If I'm in the bunker, I'm going no try. We move on, though. If the ref gives it a try, we move on. Here the Warriors kick it again here. After Manly missed it and made it only 10-6. Running forward now, Takiaho had a good time in Super League before some pretty, what would you call it? Unprofessional reasons for being sacked. Coming back to Manly after his amazing stint at the Roosters, which is probably the peak of his career. Now to the right, he's looking for the win. DC. I wonder when the mongrel, as described by DC, will come on. Has missed it with adjacent to the post. Raiders winning it this year as a Panthers fan. I hope they win it, Nelson. I hope they win it. It'd be something different, right? Something more exciting. Something out of the ordinary. Warriors, down the middle. Tanner Boyd finds the pass to DWZ here. And DWZ, don't worry, Zalesniak. You're tackled there on the 40. Then Roger Tuivasa-Sheck here. Will he be off to R360? Only time will tell. We probably won't hear anything till after the Warriors season is over. 6 again, ruck infringement. Back around. And it's 6 again for the Warriors. Out of nowhere, 6 again. Are you kidding me? And there we go. And oh, it gets even worse for Manly. It's a penalty for the Warriors. And this is the perfect chance for the Warriors to bounce back with some points on the board potentially. Full set. Are you going to the game on Sunday, TJC? Yes, I am, Eels Production Edits. And keep an eye out when they run out because I will be clapping them on the field, legends. All right, I will be on the field as they are running out. So make sure you are keeping an eye out. It's going to be exciting. All right, lots of fun to be had here on the channel. Tyler Raiders arresting 10 players. Yeah, so that's why tomorrow's game, Titans-Tigers, is so exciting, Liam, because it's a genuine spoon decider, this final one. Warriors to the right. Tanner Boyd gets it to Murata Niokore. Will always be a remembered name among Parramatta fans. Now to the left. Aaron Clark near the post here. He finds the offload to Fish. Fish gets it over to the left here. Harris to Beta. And RTS is going to go for the wing. He's going for it. And he couldn't get there. He leaks back in. Now 2 tackles left in the set here. Now to the right. Aaron Clark, will he find another offload? Instead, he'll just take the tackle, I think, setting them up for the 5th. 2 minutes away from the line, and they lose it. Burbo runs, gets it to Turbo, gets it over to Coca-Cola. He gets around past the halfway line, and Cool is held. Turbo looking for it. Hopewadi will collect it instead on the play. Tackle 0 now. Over to the right. A gap is overlapping here. DCE he's going around them himself, and the Warriors get it, but I think it's a touch from the Warriors, which will be a knock on. And the Manly Warriors Seagulls, despite that mess, will get the ball. Can we just I don't know if you've ever seen the absolute cinema. This game has been absolute cinema. Put it in movie theaters. You do not get better than what this game has been. This is what rugby league should be advertised like. The insanity of this game right here. It is that brilliant, all right? It doesn't matter if you're a long-time knower of rugby league, all right? Whether you're the most hardcore, die-hard fan or you're just a muppet like Andrew, you will find something to like about this game. We even overachieved here, considering I guess you could, Andrew. I guess you could, mate. You could say we overachieved. Speaking of overachieving, Manly here, 6 again. They're overachieving in tackles. DCE, round to Turbo, and that's a very tight one. Good defense from him. Leka Halasima there. Halasima getting him back. Simkin now lights it to the right. Takiyaho gets it to Lodge here, lodging into the defense there of the Warriors. Kurt Catewell being decent for them. Keeping him back, Simkin. They're going to the right. I don't know about that idea, considering how many defenders are there, but I guess you got to think hard and quick when you're them, right? Then to Lodge, still on for him, and Matt Lodge is held. 1 more tackle left in the set, getting a little predictable. Maybe they're just trying to ease up. Simkin, with lots of pressure on him, gets it to DCE. Brooks, the Spiders linking up for Turbo, and Leo Opawadi is over. Knew it. They were just scoping out the competition before going on to serve the dish. What a try! 14-6 to Manly. And what a recovery this has been from the first 20 seconds of the game. To deliver a perfect pass there. Hopewadi and that entire left side is having a blinder for Manly tonight here. And this is why you never underestimate the team with nothing to lose, folks. A bit of concern I've had for Warriors, and I say this with the utmost respect for the Waz, I love the Waz, is their tendency to drop off at the end of seasons. They're going to have to work on this as they prepare for finals footy coming up. Still plenty of time in this game, though. Don't write them off. Maybe they'll come back in this one here. 14-6 isn't exactly the safest lead in the history of rugby league. It might become 16-6 in a second, though. Just wait on DCE whether that's the case. In him you trust. Seagulls. And this game, it was going to be iconic no matter how it went. But the fact that it's been so exciting just adds to this. They need to clean up that edge defense quickly, eh? Absolutely, mate. It's been a huge danger for them tonight. They need to clean it up, and they need to clean it up fast, bro. Fast. It hasn't been good enough as it stands. DCE from right in front here. Come on, mate. Do it for the red nose. And he misses. I think he misses that. Yeah. It's 14-6. Cherry's just not on it when it comes to kicking. Probably a ton of emotions going through his head at the moment here. Well, does DCE have a crown? Is he the king of Grubs and Filthy Queenslanders? He's the king of states, all right, Andrew? He's the king of states. He's the king of Manly. And he is the king of longevity. I can't tell you many players that are playing at the level he can do right now that are 36. He is closer to 40 than he is to 30 and performing how he is. He is quite possibly one of the players with the most longevity I've ever seen in the sport we love. Manly down the left here. And Tom Trbojevic taking that tackle. You just never know with him, do you? You just never know. King of loser states. You should check out what the result was in State of Origin this year, Andrew. You should check. All right? You should check and then come back to me. TJC finals prediction so far. I think it'll be I think it'll be Roosters in the finals with Panthers and the rest legend. Another run from Tavaga gets it to Cherry. He's having an underrated game. Brooks to Burbo and commentators curse. They lose the ball. Warriors get it back here. Turns out after that first 20 seconds, Manly decided to switch on and switch on hard. Watch them target that area again, Manly. Oh, definitely, Daniel. I'll be shocked if they're targeting any other area until it stops working. As long as it works, they're going to keep trying it, right? And they'll keep probably getting points off it. So, gotta put themselves together. And Samuel Healy, that's what we came to see, Healy. Matt Lodge is off the field, folks. Ethan Bilmore is on. Now with a little bit of weaving in traffic here, the Warriors gets it over to the 20 now. Tanner Boyd hits it in the air now. Over to the right, and it's Turbo. He gets it with zero fear. Nobody is going to stop him. That is just a brilliant kick, all right. Turbo, how did you get that? How did you get that? That is brilliant. And it's one of the tragedies of rugby league that he hasn't gotten that much game time due to injury, as he would have liked, because he's absolutely brilliant. From the 40-meter line here, DCE, here we go, back to the left here, Bullimore around now. Bullimore through, was just sorting up the charger here, legends, and there we go. Manly are showing signs here of another try, 5th tackle, and they get 6 again. Burbo through the middle. And this feels like every decision that can go Manly's way is going Manly's way. Tavaga to Takiaho. They can set it up right all to make it 20 in a sec, starting with 18. Brooks gets it to Turbo. Through the middle, Tommy Turbo! And they were never going to stop him. Surely not. Surely he got that ball down. No way he was held up. The referee says no try for now, though. This will be one of the best defensive efforts of the round as of yet. Adam Bailey says DCE. Yeah, mate, playing his final game. Burnley, says Andrew. Did Queensland beat the Blues with debutant towards Shibasaki in Sydney? I think they did, William. I think they did. I checked, it said 25 Origin was cancelled. Oh, sure it did, Andrew. Sure it did. And this is why you deserve the Muppet Award. 80 cents they will anyway. I almost have no doubt they will, man. All right, all available angles. They'll support the on-field decision of held up. There you go. Unlucky for Turbo there. After glazing him before, it would have been a brilliant moment to see him go over. Now Warriors, they're going to have to defend. You're probably saying, oh, no doy, Einstein, but it's the truth. DCE with tackles left to the left. Brooks, Turbo, Kohler, and they knock the ball on Manly. Just a little bit too fast for their own good there. And the Sea Eagles won't be scoring in this set, despite all of the indications that they would. No option but to touch the ball there. And that ball was forward from Turbo before it even left his hands. Moses is the key to cooking Queensland, and yet he's always out for it. Just part of a loser state. He is NRL edits. He is. He is. He's part of the losers. The losers. Wait, are you telling me the team without the ball have to defend? I know, Andrew. It's crazy. Hear me out, legends. I know the concept's maddening, but it's true. When you don't have the ball, you have to defend, all right? And the word starts with D, okay? Defense. Warriors almost knock the ball on there, but get very lucky. Third tackle, this is not looking to be the best set. They're on the 10-meter line. They're lucky to be at a point here where, it doesn't really change much, okay, as it stands here. It can still completely shift in momentum here. Now to the right here. Long kick through the middle here for the Wars. And Saab gets it now. Saab takes the tackle here. You're a Queensland leader. Yes, mate. Queen leader. I am the queen of the ball. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all night, probably. This is the first half of 4 separate halves that I'll be reacting to on the channel, as we also have Roosters and Rabbitohs after this one here. Takiaho takes it from Kurt Capewell, finishing it off here. And Manly held on the ground here. Now to the right here, Simpkin gets it to DCE. Lord, I didn't even see him get the pass off. Waddell looks up as if it may have been forward. Now Luke Brooks heading it in the air here. 40 metres out is what the commentator says, but it's 33 metres. Get it right, commentator. As it goes to the ground here. And down on Manly's end of the field, the Warriors, let's go. DWZ to the right here. Halasima steps by 1. Can't step by 2, though. He would have been flying away if Coca-Cola wasn't there. Para 100% finals next year. Well, we can hope for it, Eels. We can hope for it. I don't mind, mate. I'll be a queen, bro. I'll be a queen, all right? It's still royalty, right? And I'm royalty, definitely. Aaron Clark. You know what? As long as it's very pretty, all right, what I have on my head, I'm happy. All right. All right. Manly looking to collect the ball here off a high kick from the Warriors now. And it ends up in the hands of them. Depends on what the pay is. It does, mate. It depends, on it all. Queensland. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Don't know what you're talking about whatsoever. And the Manly Ringer Seagulls through the middle here. Look at that, Viborga! Dimitri Viborga! And obviously we've got Super Saturday tomorrow, but is it as good as Super Friday? I can guarantee you we'll be streaming Titans Tigers because I'm curious about that one. That actually impacts how Para Knights go, so we'll definitely be streaming that one. And the other one will be decided, all right? We might do 2, we might do 1. We'll find out. Point is, I'm just excited that I'm getting 2 done tonight. The Warriors, and through the middle, DWZ held it up. It's just a bit of back and forth, legends. After what was an exciting most of the game, a couple minutes of just back and forth, eh? Not too much of it. RTS now. To the left, dummies a little bit. Little, squish, 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 squish. I'm waiting for his little tail to come out. And back through. Oh, beautiful. Kurt Capewell down the wing. 40. Halfway line. Gets to the number 40. He's looking for the pass. He can't find it. And 35 metres out from Manly's try line now from out of nowhere. Tanner Boyd through the line going alone here. Gets to the 20. And Manly will get him down here. 20 metres away. 5th tackle. The Warriors will look for the try here. Zelezniak wants a bomb in the corner. Instead, it'll go through the middle. And Coca-Cola gets it. I don't know what they were thinking with that one. And Hopper Whitey now. He's got a double. Will he get a hat trick before halftime, maybe, with the rate he's going at here? He must have been running insanely fast. Some of the plays, he's come from nowhere. Just takes off and scores. My question, though, with the Warriors is kick there. Where was the chase? Where was the real effort? There was one player, but he barely put up the arm, Felt like we needed a bit more in that from the Warriors. Adam Bailey says Seagulls to win. Manly with Bully Moore here. His best season of his NRL career. Future Queensland star, Manly described him as. DWZ manages to get the ball here. And, heavy tackle there from Simpkin. He knocked that on. No, the ref ignored it. The ref didn't see that. He lost that into the head there. I reckon he lost that into the head, but if the ref doesn't call it, we play on. Back to the left. RTS. Almost on his way through here and held. DC Seagulls to win. It's looking like it right now, mate, at this moment in time. Third tackle here for Aaron Clark. Becomes the fourth. Tanner Boyd. Then to the left and, Manly there get the ball back here. And Turbo, they turn it over and then knock the ball on themselves here, Manly. And I think, again, the ref misses it. Play on. That's a huge call from the referees. I feel like they're a bit all over the place with the call to last minute, but maybe it's just such a quick, play. They're only human, right? And we're actually pausing play for a second here. The coach, the trainer's coming onto the field here to talk to Navale, it looks like. Bit of a situation here. No, not Navale. Who's he talking to? Fisher Harris as well, talking to a trainer at the moment. Could he be off the field for now? No. He'll stay out there for now, it seems. At the moment. Why would Manly play for Lowe? Because he's injured. Why didn't they play debutant at centre? Why didn't they play a debutant on centre? Why not, mate? Why not? That's my answer. I don't think when the season really matters, do they think too hard about it, man. They go with what team knows each other and just tell them to go out there, all right? In DCE's final game, they do actually have something to play for, though. This isn't just like a meaningless game in the normal sense. It's a meaningless game because, Manly aren't playing finals, but it's a meaningful game because of what a legend they're losing after this game here. Ref 13 plus says Viking Axe. Well, mate, you might be onto something right now. Thailand Warriors lose tonight, still get a home final next week. They still get it, mate, so it doesn't really do it. Georgia loves us. Hello, TJC. Hello, George. Welcome to the stream, mate. Moses' birthday's on the 16th. On the 16th, well then, he can enjoy it after Parramatta win. Now for Catewell. Over by the 30 here. He goes down here. And this looks like a close one. This is a big set here for the Warriors. This is a potential deciding set in the game for me with how this has gone so far. What happens if I become the Eels player? Well, then you're an Eels player, mate. That's what happens, bro. Tyler, did you know Father's Day is on Sunday? Yes, I did, Liam. Well, I can access thoughts on my Raiders. TJC will up the mighty Canberra Raiders. We'll see, mate. We'll see. You do have most of your players rested for versus the Dolphins, but good stuff. Boyd, over to CNK, kicks low for DWZ. Did he get that? Did he get that? Oh, my God. He's got up confidence. Go to the bunker. Go to the bunker. Go to the bunker now and tell us. Come on. All right, he has the ball still. Does he drop quickly? Nah, he's out. He's out. He's out. He's out, legends. I don't reckon they'll keep this one. Yeah, it's simultaneous with touching the side. It's no try. I don't think he controls the ball even. Yeah, it's in touch and the ball's not down. We have a decision, folks. No try. Are you streaming the Eels game? No, because I'll be at it live, legend. I'll even be on the field clapping them out. So I've got a very special game there to be excited about. Sometimes I score lots of tries myself. Sure, mate. We'd all score lots of tries. Mate, I'm scoring 5. A magnificent hairstyle, but not a magnificent finish. Manly get it back. And now the Sea Eagles with a full set from their own 10. Going round to the right here. Just shifting around. The video ref says no try because he was out. He was out. And penalty. There we go for the Sea Eagles now. 14-6. Looks like a very dangerous lead right now. What is your favorite? What's your favorite chicken? Random question. I'd ask. Honestly, man, I'm not much of a chicken guy, so I wouldn't really be able to tell you. All right. Sidestep and dummy pass there. They get over to the 40 of the Warriors end now. High speed coming from them. And now down the middle here. A very industrious evening at the moment. Back to the left. Luke Brooks. Past it. They gain about 10 meters there. Up it. Upper. Keep her going. Upper. Keep her going. And that is a knock on from Manly. Yeah, correct decision. And that might be the one critique of this one so far. It feels like players are struggling to keep the ball there. And oh no, they're challenging. No, you can't be challenging Manly. You can't actually be challenging that, Manly. That was so obvious. I just think he's gone over the top and lost it. Fish is in it. Fish's hand is on it, but like, I can't say with concrete evidence there that he's holding on to that anyways. It's just a tackle. No stripping motion. Yeah. Challenge is unsuccessful, and that might go down as one of the worst challenges I have seen. It was that obvious what the result of that was going to be, and that's why you don't trust forwards, folks. That's all, folks. You admit it. Never trust him. The only forward you can trust is Jack Williams for the Parramatta Eels. Once upon a time, mate. Not nowadays. Tyler, am I going to miss Dylan Brown? I am going to miss Dylan Brown at the Parramatta Eels. Oh, mate, me too, bro. Me too. But he can just be our favourite player at the Knights. All right? That's what he can be, Liam. Right, Warriors now. Held on the 40. Exactly 10 minutes left in this first half now. And the Warriors knock it on. And that is just, that is painful. Manly down the side here. Held out. Yes, it is. Now Burbo. Around the middle here. They keep going with it. Right, we got one more game after this and one more half after this here. What a game this has been. Bit of static there. The crowd's going wild here at Brookie at the moment. Now Simpkin to the left. Navale gets it to Brooks. Luke Brooks now down the side here. Gets it and Manly knocked the ball on cleanly there. It was too bad for them. Too bad. So sad. Such a shame there. The tennis ball was being hit forward, but it couldn't be racketed back to them. And that's just tough luck for them. Luke Brooks was looking to line up something special there, and he just couldn't get the job done. Needed to stay on the outside there. Didn't manage to. You know, Tanner Boyd was also standing there on the outside, but didn't make it all. Try to keep the questions to rugby league, George. Legend. Appreciate it. Thank you very much at the moment, bro. If Roosters win, they are playing finals footy. Oh, yeah, there's a lot to look forward to with the next one, Liam. All right. Just, outside of it just being the biggest rugby league rivalry, all right, it's the prime time one. It's the the oldest rivalry. It's just a rivalry in general. The hatred is unreal. It's so exciting, man. Warriors, snappy down the left here. Third tackle now. They're on the 30 here. Now to the right, Aaron Clark down the middle to the 20 he manages to go before getting down to the ground there. Simpkin holding him out. Valmarga. Now short and flat it goes. It was very borderline there to Healy. Samuel Healy around Healy to go alone here, and Healy's held out before he could quite get there. Fifth tackle. One more. Tanner Boyd from dummy half. Catewell. RTS here. Is he going to manage to get the pass off? He is. He's going to pass it over. Now Boyd hits it in the air, and it's a proper kick now. Over to Cooler, and Cooler was never going to lose it there. Cooler into the ground here. And did he lose that to the Warrior? That was a bit of a mess there. I think it's going to be Manly's ball, though, nonetheless. And now they're able to drag in a couple now that need to be big in this set. Manly Warringah Sea Eagles to feed in the scrum here. And so far, so good for DCE's last Manly game before he's rumoured off to Roosters, despite the links to the Dolphins as a boy born in Redcliffe. Back around the middle here now. Bill Moore now. Bully Moore to the middle. Held up. 15 out from their own end here. 6.5 minutes still to go. And I literally felt myself hover from my chair. Warriors get the ball back as Manly lose it. RTS now down the left here. 6 again inside the 10 meters for them here. Oh, I know you are, mate. I know you are. I'm supporting the Eels. Took a picture during work time. Cool, George. Cool. And Charles Nickel-Klukstad will take the tackle. 0. First one now. Through the middle here. Samuel Healy. He was looking for the pass. He couldn't find it. Now Aaron Clark to CNK here. It's a long one. And DWZ is going to rectify what he did before. He's got it. And he couldn't get it in the earlier attempt. But he gets a clean opportunity and takes it here for some redemption. 14-10. Game on, the Wasay. And the Sea Eagles have no chips in that one. Charles Nickel-Klukstad pays the nickel for DWZ to get over. 14-10 with a kick to come. The chances that Manly lead by 2 points at halftime is still there, but this is a huge try in the game that the Warriors needed to keep themselves in it. Would have been a much tougher second half had they not got that. And they keep up with it. My predictions tonight, TJC, Roosters wins, Rabbitohs lose, AJ breaks the record. You reckon AJ's going to break the record, Legend? He's got a few tries to go, but I mean, I welcome it. I would love it. I would love it if AJ broke the record, man. It'd be exciting. It'll be a bit of a letdown if he doesn't, right? It'd be a huge letdown if, having to wait till early next year for him to do it, but, how many tries does Alex Johnston score? 210. All right, okay. Yeah, he's not. True. All right. Well, he actually apparently needs 3 from the looks of it, but no. What does he need? 2? He might only need 2. You're right. He might only need 2 there. What a game, though. What a special game this could be here for him here if Alex Johnston breaks the try record in this one, Legends. All right. It's still very realistic that he can do it here at the moment. He's closing in on that record not long now here. Anyways, Legends, they got themselves no goal there, so it remains here 14-10. Warriors now into the line here. Back around the side here. This means a lot in the context of the game here, this one. Factoring it around here, they keep going. Only 2 more till Johnston equalises. 3 more till he breaks the record. To the left here, Kurt Catewell. Could we see a Johnston hat trick to break it fully in the next one? CNK gets around here almost to the 40 there, and now it becomes 5th tackle. Here we go. Tanner Boyd needing to clear it in the air here. He goes, and it's Turbos to collect here. 3.5 minutes left. And you can only see a couple more sets left in the first half before we're wrapped up here. Only a 4-point difference at the moment. A low-scoring game that's been so exciting to watch. DCE becoming the playmaker there from the scrum. It's going to TGC because it's the stream because I'm watching Channel. Yeah, I'm streaming it, Legend, but watch Channel 9 if you want, bruh. Watch Channel 9 if you want, bruh. But we're excited about the fact that this is the first time since ever since I took my long break that I am live stream reacting to both games that are on a day. We're not going to be doing all three tomorrow, though. Probably only 1 or 2 tomorrow. The only game guaranteed is Titans-Tigers because I do not want to miss that one. Especially not with it being Kieran Foran's last game. You know, Dillbags, DCE, Kieran Foran, we want them all. Tommy Turbo now. Through the middle here. And past the 30 they go. It would be a huge hit to the hopes of the Warriors if the Manly Warringah Seagulls could break over here. Matt Lodge over to the 20 now. Gets it to Brooks, and it's 6 again for a ruck infringement. DCE over to Lee Opawati, and I think that's a knock on now from them. But the referee says it's fine once again. My eyes must be going crazy. My eyes must be going crazy. They're not seeing properly, Legends. They're going ding, 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 ding in the back of my head. And here we go, Burbo. Down the middle here. That's true, sorry, Joey. I wouldn't mind it, all right? You know, that's why I'm interested in Tigers-Titans, to see if the Titans beat the Tigers or not. Still lurking on the right's Tom, but they're not going to go right. They're going to go left here on the third. Burbo, they want Hopawati to have a hat trick, I reckon, here. Getting up for it here. Cooler with the tackle. To the right. They keep going for Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans for my Morgan here. Never trust him. Yeah, Tyler. Be a good mod, Andrew. Be a good mod, bruh. Good to have you here. DC, Ben. Oh, Ben. Oh, Ben and Tom linking up. But it was a bit too quick and forward there past Hopawati. Could have had that hat trick. You're always welcome here, Andrew. Even though you're ditching us at the end of the year. Always welcome, Legends. No matter what. Things are a little bit better, though. 50 seconds left on the clock, and then we can wrap up for half-time. What a relief that'll be. Being done with this, right? Whew. Be good to see. 24 points, 17 errors here, interestingly enough. That there was a 9th error for Manly. Now to the left here. Warriors. Held out in it here. Honestly, at this point, it's just shoot and shoot and shoot. 9 errors to 8 at the moment. Warriors with the 8, of course. Back round here, they keep spinning 12 seconds. They want to end this well, and the referee is going to say that it was a knock-on. He can't believe it. He's like, come on, sir. That's ridiculous. Are they going to challenge it? I think it'd be a bit of a waste. And no, they're not challenging it. What a relief. Let's watch it. Yeah, no, he doesn't. He doesn't. Yeah. All right, there we go. And that is halftime here. There we go. There we have it. At Brookvale Oval, 4 Pines Park. Manly 14, Warriors 10 in DCE's legendary game. And now it's time for the first of 2 tonight. The TJC Sports Halftime Show with your host. I don't know if you'll ever be able to guess it, Legends, all right? I don't know. Will you? Will you ever be able to? It is TJC. Let's go. Thanks for joining, Legends, to the chill point of the stream where we relax, don't stress too hard, and get to talk about the game and other stuff among it. You know, feel free to talk about the next stream and all that chill stuff. We just we wait till the second half and just have fun with your host Andrew. Bruh, mate, I could, you know, you can technically get on Andrew sometime, mate. You can technically get on, bro. All I have to do is send you the link. Liam Pritchard says, what did you think of Chris Walsh video drinking on the toilet? I thought it was quite gross, man, but he hasn't lost since it, has he? Performance enhancer in the toilets. Check them. No, don't check them, actually. That's gross. Then we have the halftime show. Oh, I'm sure you're just terrified of that, man. You're terrified about that. And very, very stressed. I knew it. I knew it. That just popped through for me. Are you kidding? He's very stressed. What time are you thinking of getting to the game on Sunday? At the moment, man, well, I've got to get there before 3:30 to meet up around the members area to what's the word, to do my walkout where I'll be clapping the players on the field as they run out, Andrew. But yeah, I'll probably try to get there like an hour before that just to chill around Parramatta. You know what I mean? I'm not too far away after all. Where's the signature cap today? Daniel. It's somewhere around this house. It's somewhere around here. It'll show up again in the near future. I'm certain of it. All right, in the near future, indeed, Aruni. Don't you worry. He's not relaxed, man. He's never going to relax. This is Andrew we're talking about. Andrew Backhouse, bro. He doesn't relax. He just stresses and stresses and stresses. But you know what? That's what comes with being a Para fan, all right? We are as stressed as it gets, man. I mean, it was a freshly renovated toilet, so it was what is it? Play on, play on. Leave it, mate. Leave it. But don't tell little kids to be drinking out of the toilets, right, guys? I've got a feeling it'll be a Raiders Roosters grand final. You reckon the Roosters will get to the grand final? That's a crazy call, but all right, bro. All right, there you go. Andrew Rackhouse has got it. He's got it. All right, they got it. It's happening. Will here with the bold prediction right there for you all, legends. Silly Willy Billy. No stress, guys. You'll live longer. Sure, mate. The Eels are just a different team with Mitchell Moses in their lineup. They are. Absolutely, they're a different team with Mitchell in their lineup. He's a huge addition for them, DJ Shaq. But, you know, it's not just him, all right? It's not just him. The team has grown to click better overall, you know, over time throughout this season. I think we needed a bit of time to build to what we wanted, and I think we're a lot closer now. I think that, you know, the difference is that Mitchell will end up being the difference between when we become a good team versus when we become a team that wants to end the drought. You know, that's what I reckon Mitchell will be, legends, at the moment. But that doesn't mean that necessarily, you know, it's just on the one. The whole team I'm very proud of, and we're only hoping to get better. I'm not going to jinx us. We're only hoping to get better. In Riles, we trust. He has done so much to improve this team in just 1 year alone, and I can't wait for that second year to see what he does in that too. This first year looked so promising, you know, and we all knew that we were going to defy expectations when people were saying, "Oh, Para, easy spoon," but couldn't have predicted that it would improve to the level it has. Of course, it's actually crazy their power creep with and without him. It can be crazy, man. I know that it can be quite crazy, legends. You know, but what isn't crazy, you know? So far at halftime, legends, we got 2 predictions before the game started. Jason Reader was like barely 1-12. Well, right now, mate, you're looking correct. Warriors by 4. Liam, not looking as correct, but it's not done yet. It's not even close to done yet, actually, here. We are not finished. We are not done. We are not out of here just yet, folks. With only a 4-point difference, it's anybody's game to win in the second half here at Four Pines Park Rookie Oval. You know, and I think the thing about this one is however the game went, it's more of a reflective game just looking at the fact that, you know, there's going to be somebody that isn't DCE there at that halfback spot. After 15 years, you know, that's just hard to believe. It's just very hard to understand, you know. And look, credit, you know, best of luck to the Roosters where he's likely to go with their 1 year with him, but doesn't change the fact of how it's the end of an era, you know. It's the end of what a lot of us know from that team. It's a new era for Manly. How will they build next year? I think that people will be very varied up and down between where they predict Manly to finish next year. There'll be people that think they'll keep going well, or people that think they absolutely drop off. I don't know if he's going to Roosters anymore. Well, yeah, no, I've heard about that, legend, the chances that he's not going to Roosters anymore, but he says he's not retiring anymore, and the Roosters outlets still say that it's still agreed. But, it seems likely with the fact that DCE said he doesn't want to retire, but you never know, right? You never know. He could still retire. He could change his mind last second. At the end of the day, either way, it's still his last game for Manly and an end of an era, however you look at it. I predicted Manly 14-10. Well, then, good for you. Para for the spoon. For the spoon? For the spoon, bruh. For the spoon, when'd you put that in? You're just laughing at it, right? Surely. Never. We were never getting the spoon. And I stood by that against people when they were like, oh, it's obvious. Para's clearly going to get it. Where are those people now keeping quiet about the Para stuff? The Para success isn't good enough for them. They're not happy with it. It's actually annoying for them about thinking that that Para could be doing well. It really has been a hectic final week, hasn't it? Because we had the whole toilet water debacle, and then the Broncos beat the Storm. Jerome Hughes out before finals. DCE last game. NRL's oldest rivalry after that probably has some crazy stuff begging to happen. Dragons Panthers, it's not really a meaningful game, but, it's there. Titans Tigers deciding the finals. Bulldogs Sharks, who knows? That could actually be a decent game. It was decent last time they played. Dolphins Raiders, look, Dolphins should win that one. Raiders rested a lot of their players. And then Para Knights. It's Para Knights. What more do you want here? My favourite thing is that we're higher than Dargans. Oh, you know what, Legend? That's my favourite thing too, mate. That's my favourite thing too. I'm very excited that we're higher than the Dargans, bro. All right, nothing better than being higher than the Dragons, the Whittle Dragons, the Dargans, the baby Dargans, all right? They're the little guys. They're in our shadow right now. What was that they said about how everybody was calling them a dark horse while riding off Para completely? Look at the ladder. How is that? Ooh, look at that. Ooh, what's that? Dragons in 15th. Where's Para? 2 spots above them. 2 whole spots. Best fan base in the world. Hashtag Paranation. Hashtag Paranation. Liam Pritchard. Can Alex Johnston break try scoring record tonight? Yes, he can. Well, I think he's more likely to equalise it considering it's 2 tries. However, 3, and he's broken it. A hat trick for Johnston would be massive. All right. Okay, and you genuinely just can't rule it out. With how the game's going right now, you can't. It's still highly possible. It's still highly likely, Alex Johnston is a crazy player like that. He's a freak, but not in the way that Marky Mark's a freak, all right? He's a freak in the way that he will be not seen for majority of the game, and then you'll look at the highlights after and see that he has 3 or 4 tries, He's that kind of player. He does the simple stuff well. Rugby League is all about better, right? Oh, yeah, Legend. No, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying that, it was a controversy because a lot of people were talking about it, and there were people that found it off. It was honestly just pretty funny to me, Legend, but we carry on from it, Legend. It's just some fun and banter, after all. We can't stop players from doing what they want in their free time. It is what it is. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Sheesh, eh? So far on the poll here, 61% of you here, all right, have gone with the Warriors to win, 29% Manly, 10% the ref, 0% draw. I'm really surprised, actually, that only 29% are going with DCE in this one, despite them having the lead at halftime. I would have thought more of you would go with Manly in this one, the blind faith, but there it is. At the start of the game, you guys did. Seems like the Warriors fans have come back on the poll. And that's pretty good to see, I love it when 2 sets of fan bases go fighting over there. Oh, did you see my comments? The field like the NRLs. Definitely not, mate. Are you at the game, Andrew? Are you at South Roosters, bruh? You chilling there, enjoying it, mate. Well, do if you are. That's good. Thankfully, I'm not at school now. I hated it. Me too, man. Me too. Me too. No, I'm not. I'm a much more recent out of schooler. Stay tuned. Not too long till kickoff now. Probably only a minute or two away as it stands here. Kayo just telling me to relax. It'll be up soon, the second half. And then after the second half, we'll move our screens over to the next stream when the Rabbitohs take on the Roosters. It's dumb that the NRL won't let the fans run. It is dumb, Andrew, but like, what can you do? I mean, I think that they'll do it anyways. I think they'll do it anyways, bruv. You know, I don't think they care. No, I am not at the game, but I wanted to go. I think a lot of people wanted to go. In fact, I probably would have considered it had I not streamed it all ages. You know, multiple games, and also the fact that this game, I feel like if DC wasn't playing his last game, maybe I would have gone to the South Roosters. But like, also, I prefer the idea of streaming these two games when they're a group together. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there you have it here, folks. Too easy, lemon squeezy, never gonna stop. Oh, yeah. Regret sucks. That's certainly not easy, man. But we keep on pushing, not too far away. For those of you that missed the game tonight, we opened up with a brilliant try in under 30 seconds. It was like under 20 seconds, actually, for the Warriors with James Fisher-Harris flying over. Not too long after that, Manly responded with a try of their own off of Hopewadi. Hopewadi got another, and then, of course, they got after the Simkin try, which, by the way, was very controversial. I'm not so sure if he got that down. And, well, then DWZ scored, and now we've only got our 4-point difference at the moment. No, I'm not going to game. I wanted to. I think it is nice that the Rabbits have a chance to knock Roosters out of the air. I think it's great. And, all right, I don't want to, guarantee anything. I don't want to put you guys' hopes up. But imagine this for a script. The Roosters up by 12 with 15 to go. Alex Johnston scores a hat trick, breaks the try scoring record, and ends the Roosters' season. How epic would that be? No offense to some of my favorite people that are Roosters fans, but that would be unbelievable. Anyways, here we go. The players are running out onto the field. The second half should be underway in just a second here at Eagle Rock. Let's change it here. Second half coming up on your screens here. Boom, boom, boom. Too easy. Bada-woom. So far, 3 tries for Manly, 2 tries for the Wars. 55% possession to Manly with a 68% completion rate, slightly worse than the 70% the Wars have off their 45% possession. They just need to get more of the ball, the Wars, in this half, I reckon. And maybe they can make the difference here. And here we go. Manly Warringah Seagulls from the middle to take the kick and absolutely break the hearts of everyone in the stadium. Daly Cherry Evans kicks us off for the second half here. Underway. James Fisher-Harris into the line. Manly come together to hold him out there. Now to the left. Running into the red zone here. It is Alisima. There we go. Then back to Healy. Healy to Clark. Healy heals the opportunities. Clark ends them there. Clarkey goes to the line. Now on the 30 here. Tanner Boyd. They're looking to overlap. Doesn't work out there. To the ground. 4th tackle now. Only getting to their own 40 now. They'll probably get to about halfway before having to clear this kick here. The New Zealand Warriors playing the ball here. They kick it. And with 50 metres gained, it'll end up in the Manly Warringah Seagulls' zone. Turbo to collect. and run here. Tommy Turbo takes off like the rocket ship he is here. Turbo for the Stars. Held on the 15. They're getting around it. Oh, that might be a penalty, that tackle. And the referee blows his whistle. There you go. 14-10 at the moment here. We're yet to get our first try in the second half after a minute's gone by. Taking longer than the first half for it. And the Warriors will have to defend Manly here. Samuel Healy placed a report for that one. He was tipped pretty naughtily there. A little bit cheeky. A little bit cheeky-deeky there from him. Manly Ringer Seagulls tapping and going to the 40 now. And they'll keep going, starting up here with the meters. Brooks over to the right now. Burbo up with it here. And Burbo held up in it. Into the Warriors' half now. Just scoring around. Vaivaga goes to Bullimore here. Can he bully the Warriors more? Bully more here. On the second. Plenty of iconic names. Manly! Luke Brooks being the operative! He's over! Luke Brooks is over! Not the half everybody would have bet on, but he doesn't care. Luke Brooks doesn't need to share. 18-10, right in front of the post. That is a wonder of a try. Put that in your highlight books, he says. And it may have not been a first 20-second try, but it is a first 10-minute try, and we'll take it. Luke Brooks causes a lot of sooks and books to close or open up. What a try. Number 6 gets them probably 6. That is just exceptional. He just skirts past them, and Charles, the last line of defense, couldn't grab onto him there to save the day. He just couldn't do it. 18-10 now. And Manly just going at it. Run, Luke, run. It's not chicken run anymore. It's seagull run. And from basically in front, make it 20 DCE. A 10-point gap here. And he got it! Too obvious. Too clear. Boom, boom, boom. And that is absolutely brilliant there. That's our king. That's our guy, Luke Brooks. The number 6 of all number 6s. 10-point gap. All right, that's got my heart beating now. That's exciting. Only 10 points, 36 minutes to go. What more could you want? Manly with the ball now. Turbo passes to the left here and Bullimore into the line here. Rushing forward here. The Warriors get them down here on the first here. They've gone all the way to the 20 now. Waddell's got a Waddell forward here. Waddle. And he's hugged by the Penguin-like defense for warmth there. Then round to the 30 here. Matt Lodge lodging forward here. They're going by the 10-each set here. Over to third, 50% of the way through the set here. We have Vimorga there, Dimitri Vimorga there. And he's held on the 40. 2 more left. Can we see something coming from nothing soon? Luke Brooks to the halfway line. His running game is on tonight. At least for the second half. And DCE, Cherry Evans will hit it. And let it bounce here. The Warriors, are they going to touch that at all here? Warriors play on. They keep batting back for Turbo now. Turbo kicks it, and it goes right into the arms of Chance Nickel-Klukstad now here. Chance Nickel-Klukstad forward now. And he's held there neatly on the 30. The ball found him more than the foot finding the ball. And back round to the right. And just flipping around with it here. Healy goes to the right. DWZ now. WZ up with it. Dallin winning Zelazniak. 2 left, Fisher Harris. Then to the 40. Delivering it around the match ball here. Over left side. Plenty of chase on it. The Warriors trip a little there, but Manly get the ball here. It was a bit tight. Turbo, Cherry to the left, and Jason Saab takes the big hits there. He wants all the chicken nuggets there. And on the ground he goes. Now Brooks to Hopewadi. 2 tries that are crucial to the lead that they have right now. Try scorer. Matt Lodge. Up and about with it here. And they keep pushing. Simpkin back to square one here. DCE. Gets it to Waddell here. Back round halfway line now. Cherry Evans, he keeps going here. Manly. What a sellout crowd this has been. That's right, legends. Sellout crowd at Four Pines Park here tonight at the moment. What am I saying at the moment? Right now, yes. So effective in this one here. The Wars on the ground. They were expected to probably win this game in my head, but with it being DC's last game, you just never could have written off Manly. Why I tipped Manly, but there's still plenty of time for it to change here. The Warriors through to the middle here. Healy gets it to Clark now. Clark to Boyd. Boyd, and around they go. The Warriors, here they come! All the way around to the 20 East Court Bailey. Just carrying himself over there to the 20 metre. Tanner Boyd. Down to the left. DWZ, Roger to Avasa Shaq, and the ball's out of play. Rocket Roger, not so rockety there. More rickety to be exact. Rickety Roger. Rickety to Vasa Shaq. And it was a bit of hope there. Bit of blind hope, actually, from the Warriors for something to be made of that. And they lose the ball. Manly now. Over to the left here. Played their last home game last week against the Parramatta Eels. What a game that was if you were an Eels fan. Sorry, Warriors. Not your ideal end, right? But there's always the next one. There's always this one to bounce back for it. Second tackle now. 20-10. Just got to keep reminding you, legends, how close this one is. Background right, Samuel Healy. Quick play with it to Lodge. Former Rooster, obviously, and a few others. Back around. 5 tackles up in it. And he's a left footer here. He's also a former War, I'm pretty sure. Back around, they lose the ball. It's a pass, and Baltimore scores! Manly are flying! The chips are theirs, and no one's going to stop them. So, yes, please. Baltimore stolen them from the Wars. 24-10. And Luke Brooks is having a blinder of a second half. What a kick that was. We're going to watch the Manly player in this one, Hopewadi. I think it goes backwards off the arm. I think it touches Hopewadi, I'm pretty sure, but I reckon it's a backwards hit. We'll watch it from this angle. Yeah, it's just backwards. It's just backwards. I think for me, you give it. For me, you give that one personally. But if you want to keep the game closer, yeah, okay, I'm not going to complain if you disallow it. I'm thinking surely a try, though, right? Yeah, surely. Or does he hit it into the wire? I don't know if he hits that into the wire. I don't know if you can conclusively say it's not a try. But then again, could you conclusively say that the Paras win over the Warriors was a conclusive decision? No, probably not. So, and there you go. Try is confirmed. The Warriors will be furious with that one, I reckon. 24-10. And they've got another 2 very controversial tries. 26-10 now. And Manly have a firm 16-point lead now over the Warriors. It was a great win, Liam. It was a great win, but we can't change the fact that we kept it a bit too close there. Good stuff, though, there. And it's unlucky for the Warriors because I don't think they did much wrong in that set there. Or at least, I guess that catch. It wasn't really a set, was it? That catch. It wasn't too bad. It just... The defense couldn't have reacted quick. And here we go. The Manly Warringah Seagulls with half an hour to go until Cherry's Manly career is over. Forward they run here. 26-10. 16 to the good for Manly. Corey Waddell, and that's another 4 meters there. Warriors in 6th place at the moment here. They could have jumped over Cronulla had they won this game, but probably only temporarily, but they could have. Unfortunate for them. And Manly get a penalty again. Warriors, you're just losing your cool. You started so well with Fisher Harris. So well and messed it up. And there we go. Manly Warringah Seagulls. From the side here. On the halfway line they go now. Bullymore, forward now. Takes it to the ground here, the former Bronco. Up with it now. Brooks spent almost his entire career at the Tigers before jumping over to Manly the last few years. Now to the left. Brooks. It's been more the Brooks show than the Cherry Evans show at the moment, but, I guess, is there something wrong with that even? I mean, Cherry's probably dealing with enough with how emotional this game must be for him. And held there. On the 20 here. Cherry Evans for the line. Goes to Lodge. What a hit on Matthew Lodge. Simpkin wasn't happy with it. 5th tackle. 45 meters gain. Cherry. And oh my God, that was an awkward kick. And the Warriors are running. RTS. He keeps going, but luckily Saab's there to stop him. Otherwise, he was flying through. Onto the 40 now. The Warriors. Can they counter? Tanner Boyd. Up and around. Here we go. Halasima. And Leka Halasima. That was great there. Held on the halfway. Tanner Boyd. Neil Corey now. Halfway now. They need a try soon. With only 16. With 16 points the difference, they need one very soon. Samuel Healy. He's running a bit for a hooker, isn't he? He's running a good bit, actually. Another good run off it, and he probably should have just taken the tackle and gone a bit forward. And it's 6 again. Oh, the referee is actually... He's given it 6 to go, all right, but the wire's staying down. He's staying down. Watching it. Surely he's fine, Samuel Healy. Manly are a bit surprised by it. Watching. I don't know if there's much there. I think he's just worn himself out. All right, here we go. Warriors for the line. This is one of the biggest moments you'll see in this half here. Tanner Boyd through the middle here. One of the best fan bases in the comp. Can they cheer their side on in the away area? Back around here, they're not going to like it. Harris DeVita's got the ball, Manly, to the 10. You got to tackle him, Manly. You got to tackle him. Harris DeVita, he gets to the 10. Here we go. Here we go. Halfway through the set. Now to the right. Boyd around it. Oh, Aaron Clark, hello. He takes the hit. Plays the ball now. CNK to Tanner Boyd. Aaron Clark here. And Tanner Boyd, it was a bit of a simple pass there. Samuel Healy now. 46 meters gained here. And is that an obstruction in the defense? All right. A CNK runs through for a try. Nope. They're going to say it's fine for now. I want to see the replay. But Charles Nickel-Klokstad has a try. 14-26. Game's not over yet. It's far from finished. Here we go. Woo! Love it when the game gets interesting, legends. And I'll tell you now, this is interesting. I'm just looking on the outside shoulder there from before here, surely, right? Does anybody else see that? I'm not trying to be like harsh on the wires, but I feel like there's a shoulder push there. Give it. I reckon it's a try, but like I'm a bit surprised based on how they tend to be with that they didn't say anything about that yet. Very surprised based on how they tend to be, bunkers. But here we go. Tanner Boyd. He rarely misses his kicks. This is going to make it back to what it was at halftime. And he hits the post in the moment that matters the most. I'm your host, and I think my voice is toast. How? You were right there. 26-14 now. He had to kick that. And here we go. A moment here. Joey Walsh onto the field. The mongrel is on, folks. Here we go. Let's go. Onto the field finally. This is a huge moment for Simkit, for the young lad Joey Walsh in this game. From what I understand, not much relation to Reese, folks. Kicks the line here. Good kickoff there. Good start when you're not knocking the ball on. Warriors forward now. Running with it here. Just taking the tackle to the line now. Wrapping him up nicely. Then to the left here. Tamari Martin is starting to get some good plays here going for him. Warriors having gotten that one. Going to get back here to 6. Oh my goodness, it's just so exciting. Could get it back to 6 difference if they could get another. Near Corey, too simple of a play there. And we've got 2 tackles left in the set. When do you try a 40-20? Come on, DCE did it before. Show them how it's done, Warriors. Show them how it's done, but better. And somebody's staying down there for the Warriors. Who's that? Tuafa, they're saying right now, it looks like. Tuafa staying down on the ground, guys. He doesn't look too good. Poor kid. He's the kind of bloke where he'll just want to soldier on from this one, I reckon, though. Round to the left here. Manly looking for something. Past the 40. Been a solid game from Manly, however it turns out. Outside of the horrific start. Takiaho. In and about here. Goes around. 10 wins in a row. Well done, girls. Good for them, Jason. Good for them. Congratulations to the Roosters, girls. Speaking of them, hopefully the Roosters boys can get up and make it 2 straight wins for the Roosters in the day. Kicking it for the corner here where CNK collects it nicely here. 23 minutes left on the clock right now. And he catches it in the 20-meter zone. RTS through the middle now. Just using his knees to roll on forward here. I keep moving with it here. In and out of it here. He's done. Who's done, Will? Who's done? Oh, he's done. Oh, yeah, that Warrior's done. He's done. He's out of here. He tried his best, but it's not enough. He's done. He's out. He's gone. And Man Trebojevic there with the charge down here. And they've got the ball back. That's desperation there from Manly. Throwing the Warriors off a little. You don't see a charge down done often. I remember Reed Marty used to do a few for the Parramatta Eels back in the day. Before he joined the Doggies and now is going to be a Cowboy next year. On the 40 now. Tavaga to DCE. Jason Saab here. Gets over to the halfway line now before going down. Tavaga. Brooks goes to Ben Trebojevic here. Lifting up nicely with it here. And looking for the line. Tangled up in it all. Let's take a look at this. High kick in the air, over to the middle here. Tommy Turbo for the line. It bounces. It's going. It's DCEs. He kicks it, and that's offside. That's an offside kick. That's a penalty. Yeah. Yeah, Daly kicks it and he's in front. That's a very like textbook one. Andrew says, I'm sleeping. You're sleeping, bruv, during an iconic game that's coming up. JK Stories and more says, hi, hello, JK. Welcome to the stream, bruv. Good to have you here, mate. Absolutely epic. All right. 1 second, legends. Just sorting something out in the settings here. All right. Can't really count for that stuff. And all right, Warriors now on the 40 here. Harris Tavita around now. Keeps going. Came up to make the tackle here. And in around they go for Catewell here. Trying to get back to his position here. And we've got a dummy here from the Warriors. Now 5th tackle here. Here they come here. If they score next, game on the Warriors. It's a high kick in the air by he touches that one, obviously. Halasima, that is an obvious touch. Referee rules against the Warriors there. And there you go, Leka Halasima. Knocks the ball on there. Unfortunate for them. Tough luck, honestly. Could have been better. All right, there you go. There you go. We got an injury here now as well. Goodness me. Oh, listen to that crowd. How good is that crowd there? The crowd's going crazy. We want Joey. You love to hear it, don't you? You just love it. You love to, you just, it's so much better when the crowds are wild, right? So much better. The noise, the atmosphere, it's perfect. Apparently, okay, hear that out. Lehigh Opawati and Rocco Berry in the same thing off to the hospital, apparently. Warriors robbed. I can hear it at my house. Warriors robbed. Robbed, he screams as he's taken to the loony bin. Robbed. They were robbed. Come on, they were robbed, man. They were robbed. Who are you to say? Look at that. Ah, a very brief thing from Joey Walsh off the field. Walsh now off the. Here we go, potentially. And there we go. Finals week 1 as it stands, folks. Raiders Broncos opens it up with Storm Bulldogs, Sharks Roosters, and last but certainly not least, you have yourselves the Sharks and the Roosters. We got Sharks Roosters. It goes right. You know what I mean? It's crazy, legends. It's exciting. But here we go. Onto the field. Exciting stuff all around here. He is at the stadium. Yeah, it is a good crowd, legend. It is a good crowd that I'm watching on the screen right now. No, I am not at the stadium, legend. I couldn't be off the... Honestly, man, Brookie is way too tough of a trip for me to be going for fun to a Manly game. All right, it's way too far of a trip. Maybe, all right, okay, like other Sydney teams, like Roosters, Rabbitohs, maybe, but nah. Joey Walsh on the field should inherit that amazing here. All right, it should inherit that amazing spot from DCE once he's gone. Let's go Warriors, says Malcolm showing great support for his team here. And there they go, down the right here. Oh, Takiyaho, ladies and gentlemen. And it's an awkward pass despite the big hit he took. And he's just going to keep lasting with it. 8.5 minutes. Awful shape now. Manly over to the right. Listen, at 26-14, it's still not done with 18 minutes to go, but it's a nerve-wracking one still. Very nerve-wracking. So how do you know if I am at the stadium or not? He doesn't know, legend. He doesn't know. Watch the Warriors eat Manly up, says David. Mate, we'll see, bro. They could. They could. All right? We've got barely under 18 minutes left. There is the time. There is time for them to do it. DWZ. Through the middle now. Lots of enthusiasm from them. Aaron Clark finds the offload to Martin. Martin gets started and, DWZ hits it with his feet. But luckily, it's forward off his feet, so it's fine here. And the Warriors are going to get the ball here. 48 meters gain. They're going to clear it in the air here. And there we go. It's bouncing, and it's going out of play, I think. Did Manly touch it? Surely Manly don't deserve a 7-tackle set for that. No chat between any of the defense there. I got plenty of Wi-Fi on my phone, legend. You can hear the crowd from my house. You can hear them, bruv. You can hear them, Andrew. It's ridiculous how loud they are. Loud and proud, as we always say here on the channel here. Over to the right, DCE. Gets it over. And Tommy Turbo there. Held on the ground here. That had to have hurt there. Big tackle. Now through the left here. Waddell here. I might live near the stadium. Might you? Might you, mate? He might. He might live in the stadium for all you know. In fact, you see that 20-meter line on the Warriors side? He lives underneath that. He burrows underground after the game's over. Manly get the ball back. It's still one left, DWZ. And here we go. Cherry hits it. High kick. Here come Manly. It's off Warriors. Morgan's going to jump in for a try potentially, and he's held back. That's a full set. Play on. Surely. Nah. You do, bro. You do. You live in Brookvale. You do live. No, he definitely doesn't live in Parramatta, legend. Not every Para fan lives in Parramatta. I don't live in Parramatta. For example. Don't know what you're talking about, man. He lives underneath him, bro. Let's go, Waz. 2 quick tries, lads. 2 quick tries. Do it for Malcolm, folks. 2 quick tries. Get it done. Get it done. Well, Tom knocked it back. So in that replay there, if they're happy with that, it would be play on. There was an elbow there somewhere. How was he meant to have a fair chance to catch that? How on earth do you think he had a fair chance to catch? That's my question. Yes. JK, well, I don't know why Legend he's getting grumpy. Tyler, you're right, I can see. Oh, you can see that I'm here, man. You can see that I'm here at the stadium. Oh yeah, bro. I'm here at the stadium. I'm chilling here, man. He needs a glass of water. He needs a big glass of water, legend. The Warriors to the right now. Now just forcing himself forward here. 15 minutes to go until DCE's Manly era is over. 15 minutes, 30 seconds. Second tackle now. And they're going to slow the play for a second. The Manly play is staying down here. Warriors, you got to act quick. You got to act quick. You got to act quick, boys, all right? You got 15 minutes. It's got to be fast, and it's got to be hard. It's got to be tough if you want to get it done. Get it done, get it done, get it done. Apparently, I'm getting word here too, Justin Pappenhausen is also going to miss finals week 1. Poor Melbourne. Hughes and Pappy out for Storm, apparently. All right, second tackle here. Come on, let us get going. Let's get going with it again. Come on, lads. Matt Lodge coming onto the field to replace Ethan Bullymore, it looks like. Bleeding from the nose there. That's not blood. That's passion he's bleeding, folks. It just comes out in a similar red kind of shade. Warriors through the second here. At 4 Pines Park here, 26-14 still. Third tackle. Getting up with it, arms out. They just rush on by them here. And then looking for the attack here. To the right now. Stone Street around. Finds the run. Gets to the halfway line. But it's only the halfway line on fifth tackle. They need something more here. Tanner Boyd. Manly need to make an error. That's what Waz need. An error from Manly. But will Manly provide? They're not exactly a 5-star restaurant. They're more like a passable 3.5 stars. Now over to the right here. And Jason Saab takes the go lucky there. Who would you rather play in the elimination final? Roosters or Panthers? Honestly, legend, if we're talking about who I'd rather take out, it would be Panthers. But I'm talking about who I'd be more confident against, it would probably be Roosters. Then again, Marky Mark is such a freak that I don't know if I'd say that if I were a winger or centre. I think I'd just be like, nah, bro, give me Panthers. I'll deal with Toto over Marky Mark. Marky Mark is ridiculous how he's playing. That guy is just unbelievable. Absolutely exceptional player. Just like DC has been for the Manly Warringah Seagulls over his time there. 15 years. 14 minutes still here to go. Remember, legends, if you haven't yet, remember to hit that like button and all the YouTubery stuff and subscribe if you're new, all right? As we keep on growing to our legendary, hopefully 6K in the future. 13 and a half minutes on the clock right now as we feed in the scrum now. The New Zealand Warriors to attack from the 40. This is exactly what they wanted. Manly making the error here. Now DWZ takes the first tackle, setting them off here. Second, and they're past the halfway line now. That's a good start here. A huge start. The Warriors keep on pushing. This might be one of the last sets where they get that opportunity to put themselves back into the game. Because you got to remember, it's not just the try that puts them back in they need. They need another on top of that. Now to the left, Aaron Clark here, around here. And up with it. And what a game we're going with. Warriors don't need to bust their guts then here then. Oh, no, they don't need to, legend, but we'd like them to for the excitement of the game, man. Over to the right here. And WZ, but he loses it into his own foot, and that goes backwards, so it's fine. And then through the legs here of another Warrior, they keep going to the left here. Fifth tackle now. And we keep going on the 20 now on fifth tackle. 41 meters gained here. We go to the left, Tanner Boyd. It's a good eye kick. There's plenty of chases. RTS, it's backwards. Burbo touches it. That's 6 again. Absolutely, that is 6 again. No doubt about it. An error they needed. Here we go here. Here we go. And Harris to Vita through the middle. The Warriors with their huge moment. No matter what, they have an iconic moment for themselves as Fisher Harris claimed the fastest ever NRL try tonight at just 8 seconds before scoring. Insanity. Harris to Vita to RTS here. And RTS held on the line now. Now to the right. Harris to Vita. Halasima. Aaron Clark got a big hit on him just then there. And then it's a far kick to the right. DWZ. Oh, what a tackle from Opawani. Opawani, folks. I will never escape that name. It is so good. And the Fish now. With an awkward tackle on himself. Goes inside. Fifth one now. Kicks it to the left here. And oh, what a defensive set from Manly. Jason Saab collects. And he's just going to keep hold there. The Warriors did their best. But just couldn't have done it. Absolutely brilliant. And oh no! Oh no! Burbo, no! He loses the ball! And here we go. I want anyone to score this try but Leka. He doesn't want Leka Halasima to score. You heard it here first. Andrew's a Leka Halasima hater. How dare you? DWZ down the side here. Yeah, I'm going to call it now. They need to score in this set. All right? To keep the game going, to not finish it off, they have to score here. Fisher Harris takes the tackle. I'm convinced. Aaron Clark around looks for the pass and they knock it on. They knock it on. Warriors knock it on. Tough luck. And there you go. I love Leka, but I don't like that he is a rookie. Yeah, it stands in the way of Riley and Iogi, doesn't it, Brum? It stands in the way of Riley and Iogi. Hello, JK. Now the Warriors, they need to tap into that. Make something iconic here. Finals week 1. Warriors, Panthers, Sharks, Roosters, Storm, Bulldogs, Raiders, Broncos. As it stands. When they hit finals, though, the Warriors will need to improve on what they've offered tonight. Through the middle now. Held up with it. Cherry Evans just gets it off here conclusively around. And they keep pushing with it here. Matt Lodge onto the third. 50% of the way through the set here. Turbo to Bunga. That was line ball if they were lucky. Yep, forward pass called from Manly. And you just got to say, Manly have offered time and time again in the last couple minutes multiple opportunities to the Warriors. As much as this game doesn't matter as much for the Wars, I feel like they should be taking more advantage than they have of these. And I say this as a Para fan who would say the same about his team and has said the same about his team in the past, all right? Can Riley get Rookie of the Year suspension? Actually, you're right. I don't think he can, but Iogi can get it. Riley, doesn't matter. Riley can get Paras. Iogi gets the real one. Riley can get the Para one. How about that? All right, we'll fudge the rules because it's our own rules. It's our club. And now feeding the scrum for the Warriors. Can you believe it, legends? Less than 8.5 minutes until DCE will never be seen in a Manly jersey on the field again. 6 again, ruck infringement now. To the right here. Tanner Boyd. Over to CNK. He keeps going. Charles Nickel-Klokstad. And he gets to the 10 here. Iogi is the best fullback. I think should be Dahlia. Mate, I think you're right. I think he should be the fullback of the year. We love Iogi. And they pass it backwards. It's collected by Manly. The referee isn't going to let it play on, though. Oh, the game is as untidy as it gets. Jesus. Yeah, Fisher Harris. Yeah, it's touched by Tavaga. Definitely touched by Tavaga forward. That's the correct call there. I don't know who this Teddy bloke is. Mate, Teddy? Who's Teddy? He sounds like he should be playing for the Bears, whoever he is. Teddy Bear Tedesco, right? I think that's his name. Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear Costco. All right, to the left here, Aaron Clark. Forward now. And it's 6 again for the Warriors. Let's get a try. Let's just end it. Wow! There we go. He just rolls on over and reckons he scores. The referee blows the whistle. He had it coming. And he had it coming well. Very deceptive there from the Warrior there. The young Warrior, and it's 26-18. A must kick here for Tanner Boyd. Especially if they want a hope of changing the result in this one. Only a couple minutes till the next stream's actually due, Legends. So we're gonna have to start that one a bit late, Legends, if this one goes overtime. I don't think we're going to get a clear replay to oppose that, so I think they're going to have to support the on-field decision for that try. Yeah, and a bit of luck has gone the Wires' way. All right, Tanner Boyd, take the kick. From right in front. He's got it! 26-20. And the DCE show hasn't started to kick off yet. With just 6 points the difference. Teddy Bear Costco, I love it. I'll clip that page. You should, Andrew. You should. You should, mate. Teddy Bear Costco. In fact, you know what? We'll just just because that's so great, we'll call them that at points during the next stream when the Roosters play the Rabbitohs, all right? For the sake of time, I really hope that Warriors don't score again, just purely on the basis of time for the next stream. However, if it happens, it'll be epic, and we will be sticking with it till it's done here. Here we go. Manly. Held. First tackle. Here we go. They keep going. Manly with the defense here. Oh, Fisher Harris. Forward now. They're going to need something absolutely special now here. Clayton Fulolo failed his head injury assessment, by the way, Legends. And, Manly. And it ends up with Waddell here. And you got to think Manly can hold on here with just 5 minutes to go, surely. Unless something absolutely horrific happens for them. Tackle 0, Jazz Tavaga. Picture this, a DCE winner. How about that? Or a Warriors intercept to equalise the golden point. Matthew Lodge on his way through here. And Lodgy on the second. Goes to the left. Back around. It's 6 again for Manly here. And not to be disrespectful, but Daly is getting it on his side, Warriors. Here we go. Lodge. 7 meters away from the line here. Under 5 minutes to go in DC's career. DCE with the ball. One of his last touches. He goes to his forward. And his forward's barely kept out here. Now over to Cherry here. Cherry sidesteps round 1. Sidesteps round 2. He's held on 4th tackle now. And now it's Brooks for the line. Matt Lodge here, just taking the hit now. And here they go now. Manly, and they're going for a field goal. And they've got it! DCE in his final game has a field goal for Manly to surely seal the victory. No better way to finish off his career than that. Or at least his Sea Eagle career. There we go. 27-20. 4 to go. You'd expect Waz to go short. And Daly Cherry Evans. Thank you for the service, he says. as the fans say it to him. Was kicking goals from the young age of 12, and now he's scoring them in the most crucial moments. Yep, short kickoff from the wires here. Back over RTS, and it did go 10, but it bounces out of play after that. They couldn't get it in time. And Warriors are saying it was off Manly. Subs is like shouting that it didn't touch him, but they can't exactly... they wasted their challenge. I don't think they can challenge if the calls that they touched it. I don't think they can challenge, folks. I think they're going to have to call it one. They'll have to call it done. Yeah, Warriors. And it might be literally a field goal that sealed it, folks. DC not happy with the decision, but he's got it. All right, let's do it. Scrum call here. Can the Warriors get at least one more? Taking their time setting it up here. I'm surprised the siren didn't go off. Over to the left. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck here. Warriors into the line now. And the Warriors held up in it here, having the crack now. We go to the right here with Healy. Healy finds it for Fisher-Harris now, and James Fisher-Harris takes the tackle to the line now. Harris, over to Healy now. Healy gets it up to Tanner Boyd. Kurt Catewell. Catewell's running here. Catewell takes the tackle here. They're talking. The wires are ready. CNK dummies. Goes alone, and he's just short of the line. 3 minutes to go there. Still somewhat statistically a chance. Tanner Boyd on the fourth. Clark, and it's a knock-on for Manly. It's for the Warriors. It's just a mistake there. A DCE with the ball here. Backwards with it. Held on the ground. And I reckon they're going to win by 7 points, Manly. Surely, in this one. Seagulls with Hopawati here. In some respects, this has been the most unusual match, but it's also been a really entertaining one. You don't get many games like this, guys, and especially games that are like this that follow up with South Roosters. Coming up next on the channel, folks, here, third tackle. Can he go for a two-pointer? DCE, go for a two-pointer. Stepping into a bit of trouble with it behind the 40. Why not, right? Why not? DCE? No, he's just going to instead just kick it in the air. That's no two-point field goal for him. And Warriors collect the ball here, legends. For those of you wondering, TJC, what are the lineups for the upcoming game that's coming straight after this one here on the channel? The Roosters line up with James Tedesco at fullback, or as we called him, Teddy Bear Costco there, with Daniel Tupou on the wing, with Mark Nuwanu-Iwaze. The centers are Billy Smith and Robert Toya. DWZ's running down the line. Hold on a second. And oh no, it ends up with Manly there, but it's going to be a penalty. And 10 in the bin. 10 in the bin. Tommy Turbo's in the bin, folks. That's right. He will not be playing the final minute and 13 seconds of Cherry's career. In terms of halves, the Roosters line up with Hugo Savala and Sam Walker, with Spencer Leniu and Lindsay Collins at the props. A late change here as Benaya Lolu is at hooker, with Angus Crichton and Victor Radley in the second row. Nafua White is the lock, which means that does that mean Connor Watson's been shifted to the bench, folks? Is that Benaya's first time starting for the club? It could be. Potentially. Connor Watson, Egan Butcher, Blake Steep, and Wong are the rest of the bench, with Ethan King at 18th man. Warriors down the middle to the 20. The Rabbitohs will line up with Jai Gray at fullback, Alex Johnston and Tyrone Munro on the wings, Jack Whiten and Isaiah Tass in the centres here. Ashton Ward and Jamie Humphries are your halves, with Sean Kepi and Colin Matungi at props. Havili is hooker. Tallis Duncan and Arrow in the second row, and Lachlan Hubner at lock. Brandon Smith, Jacob Host, Cody Walker, and Cameron Murray are the interchange. Murray yet to play a game this year until this one. He's determined. 18th man is Ewan Aitken with Ethan King as the 18th man for the Roosters. And we've got a penalty for the Warriors. It's another man in the bin. Just Tamaga. Manly lose 2 players in the final minutes. And he pops the finger at the Warriors. Did people see that? Just Tamaga has popped the finger on television. Absolutely crazy. Just Tamaga. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And DWZ scores. The field goal from Cherry decided the game. And on the full-time siren, Warriors score. And Manly's career, their time with Cherry comes to an end here. Well, Manly won, mate. Should have. Goodness me. And there we go. Alrighty, legends. And with that, all right, it's 24-27. They'll probably get the kick in a second. And we will say goodbye to Cherry Evans and his Manly career as we jump over to South Roosters. Feel free to ask your questions about this game over there as well, folks. Once they've taken this kick, I'm ending this stream and we're going to jump over to the next. They may have kicked off by the time because it's so tight, the times between, but that doesn't matter, all right? Point is, be over there when we're live, okay? Once that's happened and after this kick's finished. Absolutely brilliant there. What a game. What a career. DC, ladies and gentlemen, says goodbye with that one. A flick of his boot. And it's a toot. What a hoot it was. Tanner Boyd to take the kick and finish the game for him. Setting it all up here for you. And Tanner Boyd, he's got it. He's got it. Yeah, there you go. Game wrapped up. They decided it there. Field goal from Cherry Evans was the winner. Good on him. Appreciate his 15 years with Manly. Great to watch, especially his time with Queensland, which is up too. Wish him nothing but the best of whatever he does next. And what a game. I'll see you guys over when we do the Souths and the Roosters. I'm going to drop the link into the chat here, and you guys are going to check it out, folks. All right, you got to check it out. Check it out now. Check it out now. Come on, you got this, legends, all right? Simple couple clicks, and you will be over there once I've got it done. Whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh. There we go. Boom. Too easy. All right. See you guys over there. Thanks for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. What an epic moment this was. All right. Appreciate you all. This was an amazingly done stream. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys over there. All right. Let's go, legends. What a moment. Time for the NRL's oldest and fiercest rivalry.